Good evening. Welcome to the Tuesday, September 7th, 2021 meeting of the Frankfort Village Board. And first item here, we're going to call the meeting to order, and we ask our clerk, Katie Schubert, to take the roll, please.
Mayor Ogle?
Here.
Trustee Borelli?
Here.
Trustee Farina?
Here.
Trustee Ledden?
Here.
Trustee Petro?
Here.
Trustee Rossi?
Here.
Trustee Severia? Clerk Schubert, present. Attorney Mahoney?
Here.
Attorney Lamore?
Present.
Police Chief Chalepis?
Here.
Village Administrator Pisha?
Here.
Thank you, Clerk Schubert. If you would all stand with me, and we'll say the Pledge of Allegiance. I pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all. The first item tonight is what's called the unanimous consent agenda. And all items on the consent agenda are considered to be routine in nature and will be enacted in one single motion. There will be no separate discussion of these items unless a board member so requests, in which event the item will be removed from the consent agenda and will be considered separately. At this time, would anyone want to remove an item from the consent agenda? Hearing none, can I get a motion to approve the consent agenda?
So moved.
We have a motion by Trustee Farina and a second by Trustee Petro. All right, we are going to go through these items so that everyone that is in the audience, watching at home, or will be watching later on video, understands the things that we are voting for. And the first item on here was the approval of the minutes from the August 16th meeting. Are there any changes to that? Then we will go to Trustee Rossi for the approval of the bills and the payroll.
Okay, we have the disbursements for September 7th. From our general corporate fund, we had $365,640.25. Our capital development fund, $66,204.39. Our sewer and water operations and maintenance, $156,254.95. Sewer and water extension fund, $56,440.85. Wastewater treatment plant, $3,771. Our total disbursements through September 7th, $648,311.44. Payroll disbursement through through September 3rd, $405,145.67. Highlighting a couple of the larger disbursements during that period, landscape supply was $21,090.28, and New Way disposal service, $126,588.57. End of report, Mr. Mayor.
Thank you, Trustee Rossi. Now we have a couple of items from the Committee of the Whole, and first we'll start with two items, and we'll go to Trustee Petro.
Thank you, Mayor Ogle. At the Committee of the Whole, we discussed the Verizon Wireless Lease Agreement amendments. The first amendment to facilities space lease at 21814 South Elsner Road, and the third amendment to facility space lease 1015 Lambrecht Road. At its August 16, 2021 meeting, the Committee of the Whole reviewed two lease agreement amendments with Chicago SMSA Limited Partnership Verizon Wireless. Verizon Wireless is proposing to upgrade their installation at the Elsner Road and Lambrecht Road water tower sites by upgrading equipment on the existing wireless communication structures. Verizon's installation is a coalition upgrade that will not increase the height of the existing structure. These upgrades will consist of swapping, adding and/or removing antennas and associated equipment. A rent increase of $125 a month for each additional antenna is also a part of the amendment. The village's engineering consultant, Dixon Engineering, has reviewed and approved the structural changes. It was the consensus of the committee to forward a recommendation to the village board to approve the first amendment to the facility space lease with Verizon Wireless for the use of the Elsner Road water tower. It was also the consensus of the committee to forward a recommendation to the village board to approve the third amendment to the facility space lease with Verizon Wireless for the use of the Lambrecht Road water tower. So before us, we have two motions. First, to accept the committee of the whole recommendation and adopt a resolution authorizing the execution of a first amendment to the facility space lease agreement between the Village of Frankfort and Chicago SMSA Limited Partnership Verizon Wireless for the use of 21814 South Elsner Road Water Tower for communications facilities and equipment. The second is to accept the committee of the whole recommendation and adopt a resolution authorizing the execution of the third amendment to the facility space lease agreement between the Village of Frankfort and Chicago SMSA Limited Partnership Verizon Wireless for the use of the 1015 Lambrecht Road Water Tower for communications facilities and equipment. That is all. Thank you, Mr. Mayor.
Thank you, trustee. And now we'll go the items from the Plan Commission, and we'll start with trustee Farina.
Thank you, Mayor Ogle. The first item up for a motion is Chair City Special Use at 10315 Vans Drive. Applicant Crescents Vidro proposes to relocate Chair City, a cheerleading training facility, to Frankfort in the industrial park located at 10315 Vans Drive, Units B, C, D, and E. To accommodate the business operation in the I-2 General Industrial District, the applicant requests the granting of a special use permit for indoor recreation and entertainment. At the August 26, 2021 public hearing on the project, the Plan Commission forwarded a unanimous recommendation to the Village Board to approve the special use request. The motion in front of us this evening is to accept the Plan Commission recommendation, waive the first and second readings, and pass an ordinance granting a special use permit for indoor recreation and entertainment to permit a cheerleading training facility, Chair City LLC, at 10315 Vans Drive, Units B, C, D, and E, in accordance with the reviewed plans, public testimony, findings of fact, and the following one condition: tournaments or similar type events shall be prohibited. That is all, Mayor Ogle.
Thank you, trustee Farina. And now we have another Plan Commission item, and we'll go to trustee Borelli.
Thank you, Mayor. The Animal Clinic Special Use, 20815 South LaGrange Road. Applicant Angela Rifus Phyllis, I may have botched that one, sorry, proposes to open an animal clinic located at 20815 South LaGrange Road within the Frankfort Town Center Shopping Plaza, Butera. The applicant proposes to offer veterinarian services for dogs and cats only with no overnight boarding. The clinic will offer both integrative and Western medicine, including exams, surgeries, spay-neuter, chiropractic therapy, and acupuncture. At the August 26, 2021 public hearing on the project, the Plan Commission forwarded a unanimous recommendation to the Village Board to approve the special use request. The motion before us tonight is to accept the Plan Commission recommendation, waive the first and second readings, and pass an ordinance granting a special use permit for an animal clinic to the property located at 20815 South LaGrange Road to permit the operation of balanced body veterinarian clinic in accordance with the reviewed plans, public testimony, findings of fact, and conditioned upon that there will be no overnight boarding of animals and that all operations of the business shall be conducted indoors.
Thank you, trustee Borelli. Those were all the items that were on the consent agenda, and at this point, we go to our clerk, Katie Schubert, to call the vote.
Trustee Borelli? Yes. Trustee Farina?
Yes.
Trustee Ledden?
Yes.
Trustee Petro?
Yes.
Trustee Rossi?
Yes.
Motion carries.
Thank you, clerk. All right, this is one of the times I actually enjoy the most here, and is my honor to swear in two new police officers, Officer Giovanni Conte and Rafael Krupa, this evening. Both officers have successfully completed their initial training requirements and probationary period. Officer Giovanni Conte grew up in Joliet, as did I, and graduated from Plainfield Central High School. He holds a Bachelor of Arts in Criminal Justice from the University of St. Francis. Officer Conte pursued a career as a police officer to fulfill his desire to make a positive impact within the community and help people in need. Officer Conte and his wife Isabella have a 3-year-old son. Officer Rafael Krupa was born in Poland and moved to the Chicagoland area when he was young. He attended Streamwood High School, where he was captain of the volleyball team and played basketball. Officer Krupa attended Harper College, followed by National Louis University, where he graduated with a Bachelor of Arts in Criminal Justice. He aspired to become a police officer to fulfill his desire also to help and serve the community. Officer Krupa is the first person in his family to become a police officer. He is married to Corey with 2 beautiful pit bulls. So at this time, first if we have Officer Conte, if you'd like to meet me at the podium and bring your family up. We can probably stand on this side of the podium here too, so people can hear us as well. All right. So how you doing? You excited? Yes. I know, it's a lot to take in right now. All right, would you raise your right hand, please? All right. I state your name.
I, Giovanni Conte,
Do solemnly swear and affirm
do solemnly swear and affirm
that I will support the Constitution of the United States
that I will support the Constitution of the United States
and the Constitution of the State of Illinois,
and the Constitution of the State of Illinois,
and that I will faithfully discharge the duties
and that I will faithfully discharge the duties
of the position of police officer
of the position of police officer
for the Village of Frankfort
for the Village of Frankfort
to the best of my ability.
to the best of my ability.
Officer.
Thanks, sir.
Thank you. At this point, your wife's going to pin your badge on you. Congratulations. Thank you. Officer Krupa, would you come forward, please, and with your family as well? All right, you all ready?
Ready.
All right. I state your name.
I, Rufal Krupa,
Do solemnly swear and affirm,
do solemnly swear and affirm
that I will support the Constitution of the United States
that I will support the Constitution of the United States
and the Constitution of the State of Illinois,
and the Constitution of the State of Illinois,
and that I will faithfully discharge the duties
and that I will faithfully discharge the duties
for the position of police officer
for the position of police officer
for the Village of Frankfort
for the Village of Frankfort
to the best of my ability.
to the best of my ability.
All right, great. All right, thank you. All right, the next item on here is a proclamation. Every year, I believe we do this Rail Safety Week proclamation. And Rail Safety Week will be held in the United States, Canada, and Mexico from September 20th through the 26th of 2021 this year. The Village of Frankfort recognizes the importance of rail safety education and encourages all citizens to make safety a priority around railroad tracks during this week and all throughout the year. I entertain a motion from the floor to proclaim September 20th through September 28, 2021 as Rail Safety Week in the Village of Frankfort. Trustee Borelli with the motion. Second by Trustee Farina. All those in favor say aye. Aye. That motion carries. Thank you. So we have quite a few items for the mayor's report tonight, so please bear with me here. First one here is our own Chevy dealer Phillips Chevrolet has been certified in the J.D. Power 2021 Dealer of Excellence program for the third year in a row. This program recognizes a select number of vehicle dealerships throughout the United States that provide exceptional customer service. Phillips Chevrolet is justly proud to be the first and only Chevy dealership in Illinois to earn this distinction. Congratulations to Phillips Chevrolet for earning this prestigious Dealer of Excellence award, and we wish them much continued success. The next item on here is Fall Festival 2021. This was an amazing event. We have Steve Langdon, who is one of the chairs in the back. Steve is very shy about this, but this was amazing. This was a monumental task to make this happen this year. It didn't happen last year. We were given fairly short notice, and it was a tremendous job by the Chamber and the Village and the Fall Fest and so many volunteers that heard the call of duty and came forward, and we had just a tremendous festival. And I'm very proud of our town. The people here just made a wonderful showing for our guests as they came into the town. And hopefully when people left Frankfort after the festival, they came away with the same love of this town that we all share here too. The Grand Marshal for the parade was announced, and it was our former Mayor Jim Holland and his wife Stacy. They rode in a red Cadillac at the front of the parade. Steve and Leslie did a tremendous job as co-chairs for this event too. I want to thank all the volunteers. We had tremendous weather throughout there. Fortunately, we didn't have the weather that we had today during the festival. It was just a very, very good event. And I believe Channel 6 will have the parade and some other footage coming up in the very near future. On Sunday, September 12th, from 9 to 3, the Frankfort Arts Association will host their annual Art on the Green event in downtown Frankfort. The fine art exhibition will feature top artists from the surrounding area in a variety of disciplines. For more information on this event, visit frankfortartsassociation.org. We also have a pop-up clinic, a vaccine clinic. The Will County Health Department will host a vaccination pop-up event at the Frankfort Country Market on Sunday, September 19th in downtown Frankfort. They'll be there from 9 o'clock to 1 o'clock during the same hours as the country market. There is no appointment necessary. Both the Pfizer, which is the first dose approved for 16 and up, and Johnson & Johnson single doses, which are approved for 18 and up vaccines, will be available on site. The senior breakfast is coming back, and it's scheduled for Wednesday, September 22nd at 8 a.m. at the Village Administrative Building right here, 432 West Nebraska. The Village of Frankfort invites residents who are 62 and older to attend the event and enjoy a complimentary breakfast. Space is limited and registration is required. Please RSVP to Sue Lynchy by September 16th, and you can call 815-469-2177. The annual Old Plank Trail 5K Run Walk is scheduled for Saturday, October 2nd at Brighter Green. Detailed information and online registration, those are available under calendar events at frankfortil.org. This is a great event to come out as a family to do. We've had classes of students that have come out together to do this. We certainly want to promote good health in the town, and there's no better way, and we have this beautiful trail that goes right through our town. Weekly happenings, Cruise in Frankfort will continue on Monday evenings in the downtown from 5 to 8 p.m., and it's going to continue through September 27th. So on the 13th, the 20th, and 27th, they'll continue with a little less formal one. On the 13th of September, there's also a little special event, Navarro Farms, which if you don't know what they are yet, I hope you'll investigate this. I'm not going to give too much. Carter's Corner will be there, and they have this neat red Chevy pickup, and they were in our parade. But I think it's something that you'll be fascinated with, and it'll be well worth your while to come out, and there'll be fresh produce available. That'll be this Monday night during the 13th during the car club as well. And the last item, this is the last item here. The country market does continue every Sunday in downtown Frankfort from 9 until 1 p.m., and they'll go through October 24th. And I believe that concludes the mayor's report tonight. So the next item on here, we will go to our clerk, Katie Schubert, for board comments.
Thank you, Mayor Ogle. First of all, congratulations to our new officers. And also, speaking of Fall Fest, it was fantastic. I had a vendor stop me when I was in my volunteer gear and say what a nice downtown we have and how lucky we should feel to have this downtown. So I already knew that, we all already know that, but it's nice to hear people who are visiting from elsewhere. She was from another state. Just felt compelled to say it because she just thought it was so nice and had such a fantastic time. So, and lastly, shout out to our 157C teachers and bus drivers and staff who had a pretty tough situation today, and I know several of us had kids who came home not too shaken up. So well done, and I'm glad that we are now able to be here with the weather well past us. And that is all I had tonight, Mayor Ogle.
Thank you, clerk. We'll go to trustee Len.
Okay, thanks. I too would like to congratulate Officers Conte and Krupa on being sworn in this evening. That's a great accomplishment. And on the Fall Fest, the first time I actually came to Frankfort was when my daughter was almost a year old for Fall Fest. And I, like that vendor, got to see what a beautiful downtown area it was. So, you know, I didn't know until this time around all the effort that goes in making that happen. And, you know, I personally would just like to thank all the people that contributed to that, as the mayor said, on really short notice this year, and really pulled off something that was extraordinary. The weather helped, but I think it was all the efforts that everybody else did to set the table for that. And I would also like to comment on Rail Safety Week. I grew up in Riverdale, which was surrounded by railroad tracks. I personally didn't pay attention to Rail Safety Week because I went around the gates and got hit by a train when I was 16. So I think people should watch the gates and the lights, and you may not be as lucky as I was. Cars were tanks back then, so I survived. That's all I have.
Thank you, trustee Len. Trustee Rossi.
I would like to start with congratulating again our two officers, and I want to wish them a very long and safe career with Frankfort. The other thing is obviously the fest. It was amazing to see so many happy, smiling faces, and I mean many, many thousands in one area, to see them all enjoying themselves after the rough year and a half we've had. It was great to see, and I have to thank the chamber, the volunteers, the village, and the fire district, who all went above and beyond to make it as good as it was.
Yes. Thank you, trustee Rossi. Trustee Farina.
Thank you, Mayor Ogle. Congratulations to Officers Conte and Krupa. Thank you for your service to our community. Also, I want to acknowledge Steve and Leslie, our co-chairs of the Frankfort Fall Fest, and a successful event. Laura Vroom, the chamber president, who I know worked closely with you. I also want to acknowledge Chris and Pauline, chamber staff, who supported the volunteers and the board and the yellow shirts to make a great success this year. I want to acknowledge Rob and your staff, Public Works, Terry, Chief Ch.6. I want to congratulate you on a first Fall Fest as chief. I understand it went very well, and I was there last night closing up on East Kansas, and it was smooth, and it was lovely weather. I also want to acknowledge Sean at the fire department. They too did a great job helping and supporting folks during the fest. So thank you so much, and on to next year.
That's right. Thank you, trustee Farina. Trustee Petro.
Thank you, Mayor Ogle. I also just want to congratulate Officer Conte and Officer Krupa on their swearing in, and I echo your sentiments. It never gets old to see these types of accomplishments and be able to celebrate the swearing in of two new officers. The fest, there is too many to name, so I just want to thank all that were involved in the planning and execution of Fall Fest. It truly does take a village, and it was nothing but spectacular and just rave reviews from all that had attended. And also looking forward to Art on the Green, so followed up by another great festival, so plan to be out there, and I know there's going to be some great artwork to look at and some different exhibits, so if you have the opportunity to come out on Sunday, would encourage everyone to join the Art on the Green. Thank you.
Thank you, trustee Petro. Trustee Burley.
Thank you, Mayor. Of course, I want to congratulate Officer Conte and Officer Krupa on their swearing in. I wish Officer Krupa would have brought his pit bulls, his beautiful pit bulls, but that's okay. Maybe I'll get to see him another time. Encourage people to attend the Art on the Green. That is a really cool event. That's been, I think, was well done in the past, but it's been enhanced a few fold since the Frankfort Arts Association has taken it over. A fantastic group of people. And as part of that, they actually have this Lincoln Way Youth Strings program that's going to be there. So there's going to be some, strings playing in the background from 1 to 3. I think that's a nice, elegant touch to this excellent event. And of course, many thank yous to everyone involved with the fest, from Chief Ch.6 to Terry to Rob. And I saw the guys 8 o'clock this morning. It was clean. It was unbelievable how quickly those guys got around and picked it up. It was just amazing. Obviously, the Chamber, Steve and Leslie, Laura, CD and me, our many civic organizations. So thank you all around, and not just to pull off the fest and get everyone back closer to normal, but to pull off the parade. I know that was sort of really the hard part of this, and I think it was a very successful parade. We did have beautiful weather. It was just great to see all the smiles. And that's all I have, Mayor.
Thank you, Trustee Burley. All right, now we'll go to the village administrator for the village administrator's report.
Thank you, Mr. Mayor. I want to echo everyone's sentiments tonight about first thing is swearing in the new officers, Officer Conte, Officer Krupa. I know that feeling of being when you finish probation and have that opportunity now that that you've kind of reached that first milestone in your career, and it's great for them to be able to be sworn, and it's great that the board acknowledges them through that process. It's really nice to be able to do that, and thank you for your willingness to do that. And again, we wish them the very best on a long career here. Also, what can be said about our Fall Fest? It was incredible with the fact that it was able to be done in such a short time, with the fact that we really started planning in June. That's when we really got the notice that we could kind of proceed forward. So just kudos, starting with the village board to, authorize the use of the streets and really help kind of guide the whole process with staff, but certainly want to thank all of the village staff, Public Works, Utilities, the police department, everyone who helped behind the scenes to keep it going. And again, the Chamber of Commerce to be able to pull it off, Steve and Leslie, and I mean, again, they just did a fantastic job with a short bit of time, and I think everybody is very satisfied and very happy with the way it went. And then finally, just want to remind everybody that hydrant flushing will start on September 13th. So please be aware that as we're in your neighborhoods hydrant flushing, try to refrain from doing anything, washing clothes in particular, especially anything of white, because of the fact that it does stir up the pipes, and potentially you'll see it come out as you're doing things. So just be aware that that's going on. And that's the end of my report.
Thanks, Rob. All right. And now we go to Police Department and Chief Ch.6.
Well, I too, of course, want to congratulate Officers Krupa and Conte. They are both outstanding young men that have just fit so well into our agency, and their hard work and dedication already is amazing. So we welcome them. They do their job with a lot of professionalism. We've received many compliments on how they engage with residents and community members already, so we're very proud of them. So tonight was a proud night for the Frankfort Police Department. Also, my sentiments are very similar to everyone else's regarding Fall Fest. I think Fall Fest is a good testimony to many organizations and agencies working together just to make it a really pleasant, enjoyable, and safe experience for everyone. So we appreciate the partnership with everyone. It was really seamless. If there was anything that came up, everyone just was really wanting to work together to make it enjoyable. So that was a great experience. Thank you to the officers that worked those extra hours and were there much of the weekend. We, of course, appreciate their hard work. Also, the Frankfort Police Department is going to be hosting a country market with a cop on Sunday, September 26th. It will be from 10 to 11:30. So we'll be at the country market. We'll bring some police vehicles, some handouts for kids, and this is just another opportunity for people to meet officers, to bring questions they may have, concerns they may have, and a really fun environment to do that in. So again, that's September 26th from 10 to 11:30. And lastly, I know at the last board meeting, I had discussed our private group for Fall Fest only, that Nixle group, but we've had a few things come up, and really, we do utilize that Nixle to get safety alerts out, to get traffic alerts out, and then it also does the automatic weather alerts. So I, of course, always want to encourage our residents or community members to sign up. You can go to www.nixle.com to sign up. That's the best way, because then you can pick how you receive your communication, if you want it through email or through text. Or if you just want text, you can always text Frankfort to 888-777. Thank you.
Thank you, Chief. Now we go to our attorneys for the attorney's report.
No report tonight. Thank you, Mr. Mayor.
Thank you. Okay. Do we have any other business brought before? Okay, none. All right. Now we're at public comment. Is there anyone in the audience who would like to come before the board and make a public comment? Okay. Hearing none, we are going to go into an executive session, which be discuss potential litigation. It's under Illinois compiled statutes. It's 5 ILCS 120/2C11. Can I get a motion to go into an executive session? So moved. Trustee Farina. Second. Second by Trustee Petro. And can we go to our clerk now for the vote?
Trustee Farina? Yes. Trustee Ledden?
Yes.
Trustee Petro?
Yes.
Trustee Rossi? Yes. Trustee Borelli?
Yes.
All right, thank you. We are going to go into executive session. What is discussed in executive session, we will come out and adjourn the meeting. There will be no action taken further in this village board meeting from that session. So thank you, and we will come back to adjourn after this session.